Well, hello again, everybody. I told you I'd be back in a little bit. Made a slight adjustment to the plan for tonight. We're going to play a different game called MMORPG Tycoon 2, recommended by the wonderful Demonic Chains. We'll see how it goes. Said that it was really fun. If we enjoyed the Tavern Master game, this might be another one that will tickle the fancy. So I'll do that for a little bit, and then there might be a little bit of a surprise at the end of the stream. But you'll have to wait until later to find that one out. So we're going to start off with some of the MMORPG Tycoon, perhaps play a little bit of DBD, and then move into the story at the end of stream. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll into the game. We're going to name ours Mementos of Heroes, and of course we're going to pick the wolf-esque icon there. Oh. Let's do... Let's do a story, and then, yeah, we'll do a story based. Oh dear me. Sure. Let's see how this goes. Got any basics movements of everyone's game? Yep, let's do that. Whoa. Spin. Okay. Confirmation right now you don't have any subscribers, but we'll fix that soon. And the buttons are private information. Game auto saves periodically, and when you exit you can change the behavior. That's nice to know. Main action bar, how do you interact with the thing? Click the next start development goal. Huh? Starting points. Do that from the staff. From the reports menu at the bottom right, which is this one here. Okay. A small person. Nope. Alright, there we go. Let's hire another one, because that's what we do. Alright, let's get down to the game ward to be able to watch the progress. The starting point's in the top right corner of the screen. I'm assuming that. Click. Close the development window. And click OK to continue. Okay. Back on the mini map, or the main map, reaches. Now disabled says activate one's a starting region. Select the highlighted activate region tool. Go to grid. Okay. Ah, I see. Let's make this the start region. Alright. For level 1, yep. Now it's been interaction, let's go to interact. Okay. If you'd like to mess with the terrain, we're gonna do the terrain thing. Oh, big mushrooms. Feel free to experiment with them. Okay. Field. Ah, I see. Okay. Rest of the screen see tasks of this region. So we need a respawn point in and make it reachable. Rip. Okay, so go to buildings, respawn point, civilized. We'll do civilized respawn point, and we'll put it, yeah. Okay, wait, but we need an N, don't we? Alright, so, oh, there's no network connection. Okay, well, let's go ahead and set up a network connection. Like that. And distribute bandwidth supplies. There's a cable and use a highlight until start from the uplink. You don't need to connect it. Heh. Yep. There we go. Yay. Let's see, cable. Might take it a few seconds to power up, but once it is, okay. Near the respawn point, so you need at least one N. Go to there. Go to there. Civilized. Bam. Okay. Make sure it has bandwidth. You can place more cables if need be. I don't think I need them. Notice the little red. No. Those are new developers turning it on. Developers new business buildings. I completely missed that because I was looking at something else. Whoopsie do. They have all the critical things. Let's place a blacksmith near the end. Blam. No. Oh, look at that. There's the little red arrow thing. Cool. Let's make a market stall. That way they can sell things. We'll put you there. There's a scene about place a landmark near your end. Clock tower. Bam. Oh, you know. That's totally not facing the wrong direction at all. Okay. Monster zone required broadband road specific. Okay. There. And I select you. Precise move. Exit. Translate, rotate. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Create a few large monsters perform squares. Good. So NPCs. Set monster zones. Oh. Wait. Kobolds. Okay. That's probably good enough for now. And view quest giver NPCs. 2 quest givers in the answer. Players are likely to notice them. Let's see. We need probably a guard and a sage. Bam. To edit your quest givers, feel to click on them and click their quests tab. Quests. Yep, oh, that's absolutely looks good to me. I like those. Alright, now think about roads and Skyrim. We usually run straight there. This could something to do. Try facing a few roads. Okay. Roads. Oh boy, I'm sending them way far away. Okay. What's that? Mountain pass and a wall. We need a starting point where they're going to... So, let's go into the development tab and hit deploy. And buildings, starting point. Sword. Ooh. Yeah, we'll do sword. Guess what, nerds? This is going to be your starting point. Right there. Right next to the end. Despite the fact that I was really tempted. What do I like? But it's already open your game. Press release to the top. Okay. Well, to the next development goal. I think what we will do also is interaction. Ooh. Interesting. Ah, neat. All right. Okay. Scenery, structures. Okay, buildings, potion shops. Just not having a potion shop would be absolutely remiss. Okay. Release. A little bit of extra there. And announce release. Now, is this going to go very well? We'll find out. Okay. Wait. What? Unconfigured update. Oh. Okay. Well. Now what? Oh. Chill strat, I'll go ahead and get features moving on. Call him Brad. He's bugging along over here. Oh, he ran right through the rock. No rock collision. Oh man. Rip. Oh dang. Let's see. Ba 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 da. Oh. Popular web influencer kit in purple. That is adorable. Oh, dang. Alright. Subscribers. And the design tool, you can customize the appearance and abilities of your combat classes. And if you like, you can add new abilities which will be unlocked. Okay, so where do I do that? Yeah, some class trainers to do that. You need trainers to match. Okay. Yeah, we'll add a go to the grid, activate region. I think we'll do this region, yeah. And set region level. What's this one? Level 2. Okay. Set region level, same as do. A respawn point. Okay. Bam. Mountain pass. Cut through there. Trail. From there. Fantastic. Also, can you imagine if it actually cost $400 to do that? That'd be terrible. Bug reports. Respawn point. Yep, we're gonna do the same thing we just did. Come on. I suppose actually, yeah, I have a mountain pass there. Excuse me. I've already done that. Thank you. So we're gonna kind of make it a little difficult to get over to the next respawn point. That. Yeah, respawn point. It will be arid. That button. There we go. Bam. Respawn point. Okay, and then an arid in. Maybe just on the way. As well as a tavern. I'm gonna have to hire more developers. Because both my developers are doing things. So, bam. Okay. Got that. Blacksmith. And market stall. Oh, this is interesting. Alright. You want to do this every time you get to nodes and customer. So, okay. Now, you add monsters. Monster level 2. You get to fight your way through some kobolds. But also, there's going to be more kobolds over here. And some spiders up in these mountains. And crocodiles on the coast. Yay. Oh, yeah, also NPCs, quest giver. We'll do a scout and a sage. Cool. Bam. Place Holy Crab the Quick, huh? Okay to capitalism. Yay. Ready to deploy. Deploy. Okay. Now, did you guys get this stuff? That. Not fix. Regular update. Major update. Allocate funds. No. New region. Enter. Alright. Release. Oh, see, I gotta do all that stuff too. That's right, I have to do the network. Okay. Let's probably go ahead. Run these guys over here, right? Go ahead and run this over here. Sweet. Run this. Ah, I see. Okay. So, right. Run through region boundaries. Aha. Now, cable. Go this way. Go there. Bam. Fantastic. That should Alright. Now. Release. Down for maintenance in a minute. Alright. Bugs. Alright. Release. Announce release. Wait up. Oh. Oh, this is even a Steam. Post new release. That's pretty cool. All right. No. Okay. Now, well, that's doing its thing. I think what we'll do, we'll make level 3, 4. So level 3, level 4. If it will let me. Because I hear. No. Okay. I don't know. Don't show time. Server. What is it? So you. I wonder if that means I need to Oh, that was an oopsie. Well, hang with it. Speed. I am speed. Just kind of let it do its thing. Yes, I am back, Mick. Play this for a little bit. I'm gonna do some deebs. Hey, we're making monies. Oh man, there's a lot more in this than I thought there would be. Okay. Stare intensely at the target. Dang, spiders are tearing people up. I want to take control of the spider. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Ooh, an elite monster? Buy him. Okay. There's something I was going to do. Oh, that's what I was going to see if it would let me. Stream is connected. We are a super spider. Oh man, that's okay. I thought that was the streamer. That would have been unfortunate. Like, oh yeah, you can go in and immediately get wrecked by a. All right. I think what we will add. It's gonna take a minute, but parties. Nope, we have a bug report. What bug report do we have? I wonder if anybody's gone over to Region 2 yet. Let's go take a look. Nope. Oh, wait. Nah, he's trying. Maybe trying. Dwarf Riff. Oh, heck. Level 3 already. Dang. Alright. That makes sense. He has 0 friends. Oof. That was rude. Alright, let's let this do its thing for a little bit. Uh-oh. What was that? I heard an ant. Oh, spring disconnected. Congratulations. Streamer didn't like it. The super spider is still reigning supreme. Congratulations on your first salve. Oh, hey, somebody deleted this area spider. Who got this big spider? Ah. I have to look into this game a little bit more just to kind of make sure I understand what it is that it's doing. But that is MMORPG Tycoon 2. That's pretty entertaining so far. Again, this is one of those that it's probably gonna take forever to get off the ground, but once it does, as long as you have things set up right, it'll probably be phenomenal. So, for a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and swap over to Dead by Daylight. I'll play some of that for a bit. We go there. We go there. Bam. Bam. All right. I do believe some 2v8 is...
What a dark and wondrous place.
We're gonna play Drac Puppy. Because why wouldn't we? What is the remaining? So just complete 9 trials. All right. No. Yeah, I think we'll run around as medic for a bit. How are we all doing tonight? Are we having fun? Oh, I guess I am playing the mechanic. I don't remember what that's actually called. What is it called? Guide. Is that really guide? Oh, okay. Got it. Steve-O. A bit surfer. Neat. Why am I playing during sleepy hours? Well, that way my friends who want to use me as nap time can come in and listen to the sultry soothingness of my voice and sleepy properly. Why are you awake during sleepy hours, Chantal? Well, why are you trying to call out? I am only returning that which is gifted to me. If you make it through a little bit of a wake time, there is a semi-surprise coming at the end of stream. Bang. Make sure the music's still going. Okay, music is still going. Bump that up just a hair. Alright, Wesky. Yep, there he is. Let's see if he notices me. Yes. Finished around a D2. Oh, Destiny 2? With Kendra, so you're winding down. And yes, there is a surprise. A surprisey surprise. Of Surprisington. Now, how long is Wander gonna play DBD? Well, that's a good question. Probably not super long. Nope, this person's right over here. Bum 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 bum. Whoop. Oh, the other one's Oni. Yay. Is it going to be a kind of friendly Oni? Probably not. Oh, they're both over here. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Out in the outskirts. One of them's gonna pop up right behind me and scare the shit. Oh, somebody already DC'd. I wonder if they felt. I wonder if they were getting tunneled, honestly. I have heard a couple of issues with tunneling tonight. Ooh. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'm just being a good little gen jockey. Oh, why did you have to bring him over here? Don't mind me just generating. Oh, I'll take him the other way. Why would you bring him over here? Oh. I think, old dude over there's getting nervous. Ha ha ha. Do you think he knows I'm here? Yep, he knew I was there. Nope. Oh, darn. Good catch. Damn. I should have stayed on the generator. My friend. Thank you, friend. Just healing my little buddy. Uh-oh. Leave, leave, leave. Oh yeah, I forgot about that stuff. Thanks, friend. Where's Oni? I don't think they're close because I don't have. Chuck speed. Show X pie. Thank you. Hey, if they're running around keeping the killers distracted, that's perfectly fine by me. I'm just gonna sit here and generator jockey the way that I generator jockey. by adjacent. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Ah. That's an interesting mask. Coming through. It's between. Oh, are you held at loosing there, Mick? What's up, Spicy? Is Spicy the Waffle Man? Heck yeah. Let's see if we can get this door open. I didn't even notice that, Boy, that was a noise. Oh, hell. Oh, damn. They just fucking dipped. They opened things up and just bounced right out. Rude. Understandable, but rude. Okay. Since this is open, we are just going to leave. I think, because everybody else is up, right? Gonna wait just a little bit, just in case. How you doing, Spicy? You doing alright, buddy? Alright, cool. And everybody except for the bot got out. I think I was the last person to leave, but anyway, GG's. All right, nah. Oh damn! People ready to go. I'm doing all right, Spicy. It's good to see you, buddy.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Spicy called for a hydrate, did he? Hydrates. We are. Ooh. That was the end of that particular can of Arizona. So, the next particular hydrate might be something special. Might be, but it kind of is. It's can correct time. However, that will have to wait until either I am on hook or match has ended. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Oh, you gooby goober. Ah, that's a lot of... Oh, is that a billy? I can't tell what that is. Partially because I honestly don't know what that is. Yep, we have a billy. In Tarkov, somebody called it artillery barrage on their own grid as last time. Fucked up half the teams in the fight. My buddy's not so lucky. Wait, they're artillery barrage in Tarkov? Oh, RIP to Agile. Not the Wraith camping the... Oh. No, there we go. Darkest Lily. Oh, that's right there. Oh, let's go get our friends off of hooks. I wonder if Shanty's Agile today is going to be what's it or not? Is she gonna do that chair ad again? Oh God. Welcome back. You see there's something in the big blue fire. You know, I'm gonna have to see if I can get back into my Tarkov account. And you got the chair ad. Oh my God, did you record it? Please tell me you recorded it. Please tell me you recorded it. You didn't have it up for recording, did you? Oh, you have to post that. You have to post it. We need to see. You should be able to post it up in the Discord, and I will pin the shit out of that. Oh, please post that up in the Discord. Oh damn, he quick. Holy speedy killer. Oh, there he is. Alright. Alright. What the hell is that? That's great. Mick, if you do exclamation chord, my Discord link will pop up. Pat, you're right. It is so confusing. Like... Oh. It's just, yep, you're right. It is absolutely the chair trap. Let's see how that ad was great. It makes no sense to me, but enjoy. He plays Billy like I do. Terribly. Thank you. In the hole. Aww. You're right. It is far from the worst ad you could get. Oh man, I am so far from everybody. Oh, that is beautiful. What? What? Hi. Okay. I find myself beyond confused. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Yes. I want to get them up. Oh, wait. No. I mean, at this point, I might as well just freaking leave. Bye. Down only once and escape the match. Sav, it is pinned up in general, and it is everything Shanty promised. It's Boo Boo Kitty. That's an adorable name.
The humans made
Oh,
their judgment.
Sav, I may have done a thing.
I sentence them to
Can you see what thing I have done? Can you take a guess at to what thing I have done? Oh, I owe y'all. Oh wait, no I don't. Nobody's done that yet. Never mind. I don't owe anything yet. Up time. Woof woof. Alright. First survivor gets munched. Then after that will be goobers. I also watched somebody like try and creepy in here. Hi. Hello. You're going to be the litmus test on whether or not your team is worth being nice to. Back to puppy farm. Ba 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 da. Woof. Part 2. No, go ahead, lift it up. That's okay. You have friends. Actually, wait,
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Spicy, you didn't. Oh, you thought you'd get the bonk. Alright. Not enough people. have hydrated. It's really unfortunate that I am in doggo form for you. Doggo. Doggosm. Oh! Alright. Buck stun. Oof. Pet the puppy. You pet. Are you gonna pet or do you get bit? I don't think they know how to pet the puppy. Do I bite him? Oh, almost. Yeah, okay. Alright, you can survive. It didn't save your friend. You just kind of pissed me off, really. No, was it you again? There we go. Hang out there, buddy. Some of them get the puppy scratches, but some of them just don't quite understand.
The humans made their judgment of me. Thus, I sentence them to extinction.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I'm on it.
Oh, thank you for the stretch, Shanty. Oh, also, alright, real quick before the match fully starts. We did have a hydrate after the thing was filled. So, ears open and get ready for delicious can crack. Can crack. Alright, back in game we go. Oh, not Nemi. Thank you. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting time. Nemesis and Onesis. And of course, I insta-fail the first check I have. Fuck up, zombie. I am thinking, while we run 2v8s for a while, probably not going to be able to tame any more killers. Because it is only, we got what, 3 days left now? So, they might be less than willing to participate. Ooh, and ad jail is incoming. Rip. Right there. Get him out. Need to help heal or just kind of stand there and look like an idiot? Oh, they're covered in goo. God, that scream. What a real... Reread through mixed message. So that was a long paragraph about what's going on in Tarkov. I hope Bunny enjoyed the present. Oh, hi. Ow. Why, Nemi, why? Oh. Well, there's first down. Bum, 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 bum. Nemesis is right there, huh? No bad. Being a dead hook simply because the killers just happen to be over here. Rude. Oh, there's Oni. Oof. Oh, that's unfortunate. Jim.
Dark and wondrous place.
Ooh, add jail time. Yummy. That was a lot louder than I thought it would be. This microphone is really not meant for up close and personal. Actually, it's kind of entertaining because in the microphone settings, it says to have the microphone 2 feet away from my face. Like in the initial setup, it's like, hey, yeah, put it 24 inches away. And I'm like, that seems like 1.5 miles. But it be what it be. Uh-oh. No. This is Oh, well, hello. How's it going, Luigi? I am excited. I hope we have a pretty fun match here. Depending on the killers, I may or may not try to tame them for goofiness. But welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And good luck and have fun in here. If it's a spirit, you're gonna crash out. I haven't seen a spirit recently, which means it is probably about time for a spirit. Oh, we have a Billy. Oh, Billy and Deathslinger. That's unfortunate. Wow, that was... They know what they're doing. Might get me on the which has been around 15 minutes. Killer queues tend to be pretty long. Mine have been averaging 20 minutes tonight. Christ. What? Oh, I thought I was healed fully. Thank you, Leon. What? 3 more seconds and I'm gonna go get that person. 2. No, that's skill check. What? Oh, okay. Why does it do that? Why is it moving them? Is it just because they have a killer by them too much? Like an anti-camp measure? Mission. Do I play Sable? You know, I can't answer that one because I've only been playing the game for 2 weeks now. So I have no outfits for anybody. That's what I was thinking, Shanty, because that happened to me earlier. I had a killer that was right on top of me the entire time, and I ended up getting moved. Oh yeah? That's entertaining. No, a friend, this wasn't really a game I used to have interest in, and then a friend of mine got it for me, and now I am playing a hell of a lot of it. It's a fun game, that's for sure. That is a good way to put it, Chanty. Yes, you have an outfit for all occasions. Well, if it dies, it dies. You know, it'll be what it be. Hit flashbang, nerd. Oh, I should have gone for the pallet. Oh well. Oh, the David popped up. Did not think you'd get into it. Yeah, it just wasn't one of those games that it seemed like it would interest me at the time, but now that I've been playing it, it's been a good time. Plus, it's also one of those, I mean, the fun you have in the game is what you make of it, you know? It's... If you're miserable playing the game, one, why do you continue to play it if it's making you miserable? And two, why don't you make fun of yourself? Alright. Oh, don't lead him this way. Why? Why would you lead him this way? Really? I am going to die solely for the fact that I keep... Thank you. This made Billy hit the wall so hard. Well, somebody just let Deathslinger right to me, so that was polite of them. Last generator should be up here shortly. There are both killers all the way over there. That person. Oh, was that you, Luigi, that just got double teamed by the killers? Yeah. I think I just watched you get smacked by both killers. Honestly, I think at this point we all just go out this one exit. Oh, that exit's not open. Oh, that's Billy. Alright. No, beans. Beans, no. Where'd he come up at? Okay, he's over here. Beans, we have to go. Beans, we have to go. Let's go. Let's go. Out the gate, out the gate, out the gate. Oh no. Luigi, come to the other gate quick. Come to the other gate. Come to the other gate, Luigi. Turn around, Luigi. Ah. Nice. I think we all... I don't know if that Leon got out, but I think the rest of us did. Yep, all 8 of us got out. Heck yeah, even the bot got out. Good game. That was an interesting one, that's for sure.
The powerful always judge the weak.
Alright, now time to be a goober. And see. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Sorry. I won't mess with that key anymore. Level 42 Battle Mag. Interesting name. Alright, time to see if Ghosty is AFK or not. don't know. Do I be polite or merciless? Ugh. Arr. You're a pesto, it says merciless. I mean, there are channel redeems for how cruel I can be. Blood for the blood god. And skulls for the skull throne. Boy. We're just gonna munch on him, see if he's awake. Oh man, how did I miss that? So bad. Damn, they are boogieing. Oh. Hang out. Murder. Glorious, delicious slaughter. Hello. Oh. Nope. There we go. Numero dos. God, the screaming. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Hi, Steve. Note to those who may not know, don't jump into lockers right after Gen gets completed. Oof. Alright. I see our scratches. Or person not disabled. Oof.
Stop with the theatrics.
Bark. Bolt. This puppy dog Bolt. Not always and. No. Hang up. Is he just standing here? Okay. Well, yeah, I think he just kind of stood there. I don't know if he disconnected or what happened. But we are going to push an early ad.
The powerful always judge the weak.
Oh, that's right. I know we got. Okay. And while that goes to there, we're going to go into this. Oh, that was super loud. There we go. Alright. Shanty, if you are around still, you should be back. Okay, so today's surprise is we're going with a little bit earlier of a story time than I would have originally run with. But because we technically have had 2 streams today, you are getting a special 2 stories. Alright. Our first story of the night is: I am a retired hunter of the supernatural. People are going missing in my small mountain town. From r/no sleep, written by Nobody Equal. If I can get this to work with me. There we go. Some people think that working a job that leaves you retired by the age of 20 would be a dream. It really isn't, for 2 reasons. First, life gets incredibly boring, retired unless you have that more money than you know what to do with. And second, most importantly, the job that leaves you retired at 20 was probably not working with to begin with. While life is slightly boring, being retired at the now age of 22 and working in a library of the mountain town of Colorado, it surely beats fighting the supernatural. A person can only witness so many gruesome scenes before they start to lose their mind, or at least this is what my old contractor wants me to believe. I used to work for an old family. They've been here since the start of the Americas. You're never going to find them simply because they don't want to be found. And while they paid me handsomely for only a 5-year contract, they didn't extend another one because they think minds get warped saying the paranormal every day for 5 years. While they didn't extend another contract, that hasn't stopped me from seeking out the supernatural. You see, I really liked doing the work, and I was good at it, like, really good. And not to brag, but only 1 in 10 people ever live through the full contract. And I think that anyone can be good at hunting the supernatural given they use their brain and aren't just in it for the money. But most people look at the contract paying $10 million over 5 years and sign without ever thinking about it. But anyway, back to the beginning. I moved to this small town because of the supernatural. This is because it exists on a ley line, a concentration of supernatural energy that draws entities to it. And while most cases I've tracked down over the last 2 years have been only really a case of black mold that causes mild paranoia, one has popped up locally that piqued my interest. It's not uncommon for people to go missing in small mountain towns. Usually 1 disappearance every year or so, but this winter has left 4 missing in the last 2 months. Now, when I say disappearance, what usually means is they find someone's car off in a ditch after a wreck in the snow with absolutely no trace of the person. They aren't actually missing, but the snow's too deep to search for them, and they usually find them when the snow melts off in June. However, these 4 disappearances are weird. They're weird in the sense that people were accounted for the night of the disappearance, but in the morning they're gone. Townspeople has been calling it a serial killer, and the police are on high alert, but I know better than that because I've been to the houses where they left from, and the scene wasn't of a serial killer. At least, not a human one. You see, I have a gift for sensing magic. It's one of the reasons I was so good at hunting in the first place. All supernatural entities leave behind magic. Some are better hiding than others, but most entities don't even care about covering their tracks because most people can't see the remnant of magics, or if they can, they don't know what they're looking at. But for me, who's hunted, I can tell almost exactly how a scene played out just by looking at the place where a supernatural being has been. These disappearances were hard enough to make out. Not because the entity was good at covering its trail, but because it was so bad at doing so. The houses of the missing were full of magic, swirling like a tide pool. The magic danced around the houses, twinkling with shimmering lights reminiscent of the aurora borealis on the brightest of nights. And while it won't be easy to track what this entity is even capable of, it will be easy to see it coming, almost like a bull in a china shop. Now, hunting the supernatural isn't all I made it up to be. There's a lot of waiting around. Most times you have to wait for an entity to strike before you even know what it wants. So that's what I was doing. You do have to watch your health being a hunter, as there's only so many late night burgers you can eat while waiting for a being to appear. Luckily, I didn't have to wait long before it struck again. Or if you can call it luck. It was 2 a.m. I was sitting in my car listening to another repeat of my favorite album when my scanner came alive. "Sheriff, are you awake? Sheriff Smith. Hey, it's an emergency." On the other line that I'd secretly tapped into, I could hear the grumbling as the town sheriff stirred awake. I'm awake. Go ahead, Stacy. Mrs. Bannister just called in saying her husband's missing, and she wants an immediate response. Yeah, I'll head over and check it out, but he's probably just sundowning again in the cold. The Bannisters live on the outskirts of our town. They're the nicest old couple you'll ever meet. High school sweethearts and all that jazz, but the sheriff is right, and Mr. Bannister does have a bad case of dementia and a habit of wandering around late at night. But without any break in the case so far, I figured I'd drive out and give it a look. I snuck my car down the road past the Bannisters before the sheriff could get there, and this was not the case of Mr. Bannister taking his usual midnight stroll. The house and the road were oozing remnants of magic from a being just having been there. And I knew I had to act fast if I wanted to keep Mr. Bannister from being the next victim of this monster. I kept driving down the road for another mile before seeing the trail of magic leading into the wood away from the road. I parked my car on the side of the road and swiftly threw it in park before I popped the trunk and grabbed my old kit from it. I held the kit in my hand, feeling its lightweight but filled with versatile tools before taking off into the forest. It had been a while since I'd been on a chase like this, and it felt good to be back, weaving through the silent trees, not needing any light to guide me because the streaming trail of magic would lead me exactly where I needed to go. It felt surreal to be doing the thing that I love so dearly again, but I ended up getting carried away. The excitement of the chase again made me forget how many tricks these entities have up their sleeves. As I approached the clearing, I could see Mr. Bannister sitting quietly in the middle of it, fresh magic swirling all around him. Without seeing an entity, I figured I could swoop in and grab him and return to the site after dropping him off and then dispatching the entity. I was a little too cocky, though. As I stepped into the clearing, I didn't check my surroundings, and before I knew it, I heard a loud crack in the trees to watch a boulder falling down swiftly. I rolled out of the way before it could turn me into a fine mist, but failed to notice the snare that left me slamming my head into a nearby tree when it pulled me up and turned my world into darkness. I came to not long after, the night now pitch black with almost all the magic having dissipated. I could hear something going through my bag of tools, but without any magic or light around, I couldn't see it. My thrashing around trying to get out of the snare caused the creature to stop. I could hear it shift its head up, and while I couldn't see it, I knew it was looking at me. Quite a bag of tools you have here, Hunter. I froze. This creature could not only speak, but knew what I was. I knew I was in danger, and for one of the only times in my career, I panicked. When I get down from here, you're gonna be really sorry, and I'm gonna make you human. The creature chittered at me. You're not getting down anytime soon, and when my master hears, he's gonna be thrilled to eat a hunter. An entity that can speak and works with other creatures. That means it could only be one thing, but before I could fully wrap my head around it, Saw a blinding white light shoot up as this no blinding white light shoot up from the snow as pure magic wrapped around me. I don't want you to die up there while I return the old man, but I don't want you to escape either, said the voice as the rope holding me was severed and I came crashing to the ground. As I lay on the ground, still trying to gather my breath as the wind was knocked from me following the fall, I could see what had me in a hold. Standing eye to eye to me while sitting in the snow was a gnome. It's only about 3 feet tall, but there's some tricky entities nonetheless. Hey, why don't you sit around for a while? Snickered the gnome before trotting over and gently touching Mr. Bannister's forehead. Mr. Bannister rose almost instantly in a trance, ready to do whatever the little gremlin wanted. As the gnome and Mr. Bannister started walking towards me to leave the forest, the gnome turned back mockingly. Don't have too much fun while I'm gone. The real party will happen when I get back. I watched the gnome skip out of sight with Mr. Bannister in tow. I knew it would be a while until the gnome got back because he could only make the old man walk so fast, which meant I had some work to do. And that is the end of that story. Unfortunately, it does not continue. At least not yet. And real quick, if you need to utilize the restroom or anything, we'll give you a minute or so as I get things set up for our next story. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is actually do a little bit of a change of scenery. But, Sav, congratulations on your 15 stream streak. This story is a little bit longer, but not much. And it will be the last story of tonight, and after that we will rate out. This one is also from r/nosleep, written by Opinionated IMO, called I'm the Location Scout for Cell Phone Towers. What I discovered on top of the mountain is beyond terrifying. It's a huge paradox. Rural areas with almost no population still require cell towers to be installed on them when they get dependable coverage out to the urban population centers. I was hired by a major wireless carrier to scout potential installation sites because of my interest in hiking the mountains and for my knowledge of the local area. It doesn't hurt either that I have a 4-wheel drive pickup truck and can follow a GPS signal in the wilderness. When I first got the job, I was elated. Not many people have an opportunity to explore the woods and make money while doing it. My employer is actually an aerial antenna contractor for the cell company who installs the towers for their telecommunications infrastructure to work. And they are very specific about the requirements. It doesn't have to be on the highest peak, but ideally the best spots are locations where there is high clearance on all sides and accessible for maintenance. And it doesn't matter how great the view is if it requires to go across a swamp or up sheer cliffs to get it. The installation and maintenance vehicles need a reasonably passable trek to get to the site and do their jobs, and that's where I come in. They give me coordinates that would benefit from new towers, then I go out and scout the back roads and deer pass up to the ridge line and around the target area and try and find the promising locations. A lot of them don't pan out. If there's a logging road near the top, it's an ideal situation, but more often than not, I end up making my own road through dense thickets and up perilous cliffsides. It's dangerous work, there's no doubt about that. As a matter of fact, more than once I've had to call a buddy of mine to drag me out of deep ravines with his tow truck, but nothing compares to what I discovered last Wednesday. Up near the top of the mountain range, while I was scouting, I spotted a crude lean-to hidden in a hilly recess. It was hard to recognize, and I might have mistaken it for a naturally occurring pile of brush and tree limbs, but it bore the unmistakable signs of being crafted by something. To say it was rustic would be generous, but this hastily constructed shack in the wilderness definitely had signs of being lived in. It was at least 3 miles from the nearest passable mountain trail, meaning that its occupants had a strong preference for solitude. That made me approach it with an abundance of caution, but I certainly didn't want to startle or anger some shotgun-toting hermit trying to live off the grid. If only that was the case. I crouched behind a nearby oak, curiously to spy on the cabin's unknown occupants. The hair on the back of my neck sprang out like it was electrified at the chilling vision my eyes witnessed. It wasn't hermits living there. They weren't even human. And what I could only describe as a feral clan of carnivorous forest creatures, they were living their lives, thankfully unaware of my nearby presence. If you took a full-grown grizzly and crossbred it with a large timber wolf, you might be able to begin to appreciate the nightmare-fueled species of creature that was occupying this hidden mountain shack. They stood semi-erect and snarled menacingly at each other in a fierce tongue only they understood. It might have been fascinating to observe the fang show of dominance in a nature program from the safety of my living room, but not nearly as exciting being only 40 yards away in a low scrub bush at the top of a ridgeline. I was afraid that I would draw attention to myself. There's definitely no way I could have outran those rabid-looking abominations, and my modest hunting knife wasn't going to save me either if they decided to attack. I feared they would get a whiff of my scent as the cool mountain air whipped past me and blew towards them. That would have spelled the end for me, and I am positive of that one. From my crouched position, I couldn't wrap my head around how lumbering beast could construct a human-like shelter, but they obviously had. This was definitely theirs. I would have expected them to be burrowed in some kind of primal den or a cave somewhere, but they were fully within their own element inside this hidden lodge. It was fascinating watching them interact with each other. Whatever they actually were, they possessed at least rudimentary understanding of construction and tool use, which ordinary animals do not have. Having such undeniable evidence of higher intelligence paired with seeing these gangly, unnatural creatures living so close to humanity turned my blood to ice. They can't have gotten this size or had this intellectual development from eating just berries and grass. I was fairly confident in that. They had prominent sharpened canine, and I was intimately aware that I was made out of meat. I knew I had to get my ass out of there as inconspicuously as possible and hightail it down the mountain pronto. This wasn't the world's entire population of their unknown species, all sequestered in their ridgeline shack. That couldn't be, so there had to be more of them, and I needed to get out and warn the rest of the world before we became sitting ducks. Not being able to outrun them, I just bided my time. It was a miracle I didn't attract notice when I came upon their lair. It's not like I was trying to sneak up on an unknown species of cabin building ferocious wolf bears. It was only because they appeared to be fighting amongst themselves that I had even remained unnoticed, but that could change at any moment, assuming they had the same acute sense of smell, hearing, and sight as the apex predators they roughly resembled. I was in serious trouble, and being a hero was the last thing on my mind. I had hoped to wait it out and eventually make my escape. Nearing dusk, my heart sank as the situation descended from dire to even worse. Most of them left the shack in different directions to do whatever wolf bears are apt to do. Yes, they shit in the woods, and why wouldn't they? Even unnatural wilderness creatures have to answer the call of nature. Now, I had them spread about in unknown locations because I couldn't visually track them anymore. My narrowing opportunities for escape were cut off. Beforehand, they were all together where I could see them, and I wanted to kick myself for waiting too long to try and make my move. They were probably out hunting, and any direction I fled would most likely mean that I became the night's fresh kill. My mind was racing. How can I avoid detection and get back to my truck? I didn't dare move a muscle, fearing even the slightest change in my uncomfortable stance would call their situation. My legs began to cramp, and I desperately became aware of the need to pee, but I wasn't just about to send a smellogram to the vicious predators I was trying to hide from. It was probably just just that my cell started buzzing in my pocket like a damn dinner bell. It was probably just my supervisor wondering about my progress in the woods, but it couldn't have come at a worse time. In the stillness of the mountain air, it seemed like an eternity before I could find the mute switch in my pocket. Now, I will admit, I did tinkle myself a bit, and that's because my phone seemed as loud as a car alarm under the circumstances. Unbelievably, I wasn't pounced on and devoured for my technological misfortune, and it was probably one of the few good things about most of the creatures being elsewhere. I assume they were out of range to hear it. Had the call come in before they left, I would have been dead meat, quite literally. Now, I had to compose myself and figure out a real plan. How could I escape the situation of a half-dozen horse-sized apex carnivores with superior senses scattered to unknown parts of the woods? I had to devise some route which they couldn't take, and while technically right, inventing such an unlikely escape seemed impossible than just skipping down the hillside like an unconcerned schoolgirl, and neither idea really seemed possible to begin with. Then I remembered I had 200 feet of rope in my backpack. If I could get to a tree by the ridgeline and secure my rope, then I could climb down one of the sheer rock faces and hopefully get some distance between myself and these unholy monsters. Oh, by the way, did I mention that I was scared of heights? Yeah, that's going to be a serious obstacle. That's why I am the scout and I don't work for the tower construction team. They make the big money, but they don't fear death the way that you or I do. They scale those little flimsy aerial antennas with no concern for their mortal lives and keep on climbing upward like lunatics. I may be able to peer off a cliff if I'm a few feet from the edge and enjoy the view, but scaling down the side of a rocky face without protective gear is a big old nope for me. At least it would be ordinarily, but being faced with that or eaten by snarling wolf bears, I decided to seek the courage. I'd honestly rather plummet to my death than be eaten. At least my broken body would exist there at the base of the canyon. And thus began my own person rescue out of certain peril. I crept away with painfully slow progress, keeping an eye on that den mother and their shack religiously as I backed up, inch by terrifyingly slow inch. Finally, I had put enough distance between her and I that I felt safe heading towards the cliff edge. I cursed myself for not packing my rope in better condition. It was wadded up and had several knots, which I didn't feel I had the luxury of time to smooth out, but I also didn't want to be 20 feet from a safety ledge with them possibly nearby. So I made the time. All the while I was terrified one of the alpha males would spot me by the clearing and drag my kicking carcass back to their lair. I picked the most secure tree I could find and cast the rope down the side. I disappeared over the edge and into the realm of nightmarish acrophobia. I'd never been rappelling, nor did I have the proper equipment or training, but extreme circumstances push a person to do exceptional things to save their lives. I'd seen footage of others doing it, remembered the technique of looping the rope under one's thighs and gradually easing the other through the hand. It's a lot harder than it looks on television, but with the exception of a few rope burns and uncontrolled slips, I managed to make it work. No matter what, this was definitely a path which none of them could have taken. I tried not to look down, but I had no other way of knowing if I'd reached the end of the rope, and honestly, I didn't want to find out that I'd be suspended 1,000 feet above terra firma. I proudly suppressed another urge to scream. Luckily, there was a cliff edge about 2/3 of the way down the rope, and I felt some sense of relief. From there, I scaled a series of narrow footholds till I could make it back to the interior of the forest. As darkness was approaching, I didn't want to be caught halfway down the mountain, so I picked up my pace, even though it would potentially attract their attention. Hopefully, they'd already found another meal and were heading back home to consume it. Frankly, I didn't rest until my key was in the ignition. I had locked the doors and started the engine. I slammed the car into drive and tore out of there as quickly as I could. Frankly, I didn't breathe normally again until I had bolted my front door more than 20 miles away. My supervisor called again in a huff. He was pissed that I hadn't answered before and was anxious for my report about the suitability of the mountain site for potential antenna construction. There's no way I was going to tell him the damn truth. He'd never believe me, and frankly, without saying those things for yourself, I don't expect you to either. Instead, he'd fire me and send somebody else there to get a second opinion, and I wouldn't want their blood on my hands, so I did my best to explain why it was definitely a no-go for a tower under any circumstances. I used the absolute best excuses I had, and hopefully he'll take my word for it. All we need is these abominable things to get a tasty human flesh, then settle down here to hunt in the valley. It'd be an absolute bloodbath. The best thing for all involved is them to remain up there isolated in the wilderness, far, far, far away from mankind. So, remember, the next time that you complain about having only 2 bars, we really don't need better reception that badly. And that is the end of I Am the Location Scout for Cell Phone Towers, written by Opinionated IMO and r/no sleep. With that brings us to the end of tonight's stream. I hope all of you had fun hanging out with me, and I do apologize about not double checking that first story a little bit better. I thought there was a second bit to it, but it does not exist. With that, we are going to raid out to somebody. I am going to see who it seems like they might be fun to raid out to. No. Let's see, who is online right now? I think we're going to raid out to AMS. Yep. We're out to AMS Nicole. They are playing some Dead by Daylight. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and get the raid party started up. I am so glad that all of you have joined me tonight. Again, I am your one and your only Wanderfloof. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, or, if it is that time for you, a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you once again for joining me, and I will see you next time. Sunday, or I guess today, we're going to do a bit of an earlier stream. We're not going to stream as late. So, with that, let's go ahead and kick this raid off. Everybody behave, have fun, and remember, life is too short to be serious all the time. Let's find our fun where we can. Have a good night.